self-looseness.
So I originally got into running out of the middle of nowhere. It kind of just came on me one day. It wasn't like a long thought out plan or anything. You know, I just woke up one day, went for a walk, which turned into a run, loved it so much, started doing races wherever I could. And eventually, you know, my races got further, went on to half marathons, 50Ks, 50 milers, 100Ks, eventually onto 100 milers. And eventually made a career out of running as well. For me, running was more than just a sport. It was a way of life for me. A lot of people think that I have a specific date that I 100% got into running. I kind of do. I know the exact date, but for me, running was something I already did on an everyday basis as a rancher. Ever since I was a kid, you know, running is just vital to life. You know, some days you're chasing around sheep or cattle. You know, you don't have access to your horse, or somebody else is using your horses, so you have to go on foot a lot of times. Especially when you're a child, you know, your father, your uncle, your grandfather had the horses instead, so you're kind of left on foot. So running was always vital to life ever since I was a kid, at least in my case. And so, you know, obviously running. So when I really officially got into running as a sport, it was really nothing new. I'm like, hey, I've already done this ever since I was a child. You know, signed up for my first race and then just fell in love with it from there. You know, the races kept getting further and further, and pretty soon, you know, I'm doing 100 milers, and then from there I'm starting to go after, you know, some world's toughest races. Some of them I fail at, but you know, for me, I'm very passionate about running, and I think failing races is where I learn the most about knowledge, wisdom, you know, compared to winning races. So for me, failing is a very vital, important part of life, especially in ranching. That's where you learn your knowledge, your wisdom, your teaching, where you fail, what you were wrong. It also gives you a lot of self-reflection as well. You know, I was born and raised into this lifestyle. You know, they didn't exactly show me how to do things, but they taught by example. You know, they weren't people of many words, but they instilled a mindset of discipline and hard work in me from the very beginning, ever since I was a kid. It was necessary, it was vital to life, it was vital to surviving, maintaining your cattle, your sheep, your horses, your crops as well, farming. So this is actually nothing new, you know. It's something my father did as a child, something his father did as a child, something his great-grandfather did as a child. But it's very vital for me as a rancher. You know, every day you're away from your house, you're away from your shop, you're away from your tools. You know, you need to be out on the range. You know, I live in a ranch in one of the most brutal places in the lower 48. The only thing that can make it to these really remote places are horses. So that's why I have to, you know, I need a small generator, something that's light, compatible, that's very durable. And that's how I'm able to throw on generators onto my horses, get all my, you know, my power tools, my equipment, all to these remote locations through on horseback. Not a single day goes by without perseverance. It's literally what you need to live, not only for myself as a rancher and a runner, but anybody else in this world. You know, we're all given a hard time in life. So we all have to have that perseverance to want more, to get through that day, to get through whatever we're trying to get through in life, whether it be school, whether it be just a job, or whether even just, especially in running. You know, I'm new to running. A lot of people think I've done this for at least a decade. But I am probably one of the newest people to ultra running, 100 milers. I'm always an underdog in every race. A lot of people think, you know, I'm a solo runner, but in reality, I have a whole support team behind me, supports me 100%. They may not be there in person, but I always know that they are there with me, mentally and spiritually. Family and friends is what most got me where I'm currently at. You know, I couldn't have gotten here without the support of my friends. You know, them believing in me. So not a single day even when I'm you know doing all these 100 miles solo without a pacer, I know I have the massive support system from my family and my friends as well, and that's what's most important to me. I honestly don't have an exact clear path of where I'm going currently, but deep down I know I'm headed in the right direction. You know, in this route of running, ranching, and this new career I've taken on. But I know I am headed in the right direction. My name is Eli Neztsosie. I want to thank Firm and Power for this opportunity and for contributing to my life and making my life easier.